don't announce themselves. They don't grant interviews. They don't ask for approval. They don't bow to anyone. You might not notice when they enter a room, but you feel it. The air thickens. The energy sharpens. It's as if reality itself recognizes that a man who walks his own path has just stepped in it. And these men, they run the game. Elite men always operate above society. Men who don't need it to exist. Men who don't beg for validation because their presence alone outweighs the approval of the entire world. These men are never celebrated. They are hidden, silenced. Society pretends they don't exist because if every man truly understood the power they wield when they stop chasing love, stop negotiating their essence, stop bending to the expectations of the weak, the whole system would collapse. Media influence would vanish. The theater of society would crumble. And that is why this video exists. Because you need to understand what happens when a man crosses the threshold from ordinary to above the world. It's not glamour. It's not money. It's not status. It's not fame. It's awareness. Awareness is the ultimate superpower a man can achieve. And that is precisely why it's so suppressed. The entire culture is engineered to distract you, to keep you busy with sex, gossip, social pressure, fear of judgment, fear of losing someone, fear of being alone. As long as you're trapped in those chains, you pose no threat. You become just another predictable piece, easy to control, easy to manipulate. But when you awaken, when you see the game from outside, when you choose to operate above society, you become a man no one can contain. And it all starts at a place few dare to go. The moment you lose everything you thought you needed, when the noise outside dies down, when distractions collapse, when the world you knew implodes, it is there that the elite man is born. Not elite in wealth, but elite in consciousness. And this man is dangerous. He is the kind of man who knows that solitude is his laboratory, that silence is his battlefield, that pain is his forge. He doesn't shy away from darkness. He walks into it head on because he has learned that the only way to conquer himself is to confront everything the world taught him to fear. From the outside, he appears cold, distant, severe, but he is not cold. He is focused, not distant. He is selective, not severe. He is aware of the price of his own peace. This man understands that asking for love is the fastest way to lose respect, that begging for attention is a path to weakness, that dependence is the quickest route to being controlled. So he cuts it all, everything, without mercy, without nostalgia, without romance with the past. He cuts women who try to tame him through insecurity. He cuts friends who thrive on excuses. He cuts environments that drain his energy. He cuts habits that sabotage his vision. He even cuts old versions of himself, the hardest to leave behind. This is why no one understands this type of man, because he does not seek to be understood. He does not live to please. He lives to keep his own light burning in an era where most exist dimmed inside. There is no dilemma between freedom and acceptance. The choice is automatic. He would rather stand alone and whole than surrounded and fragmented. And this mindset creates monsters. Monsters in the best possible sense. Men who operate above fear, above neediness, above belonging. And when a man reaches this point, he awakens a masculine energy society desperately tries to suppress, because it is an energy that doesn't obey, doesn't fit in, doesn't sell, doesn't stay silent. And women feel it. The world feels it. Everything around him feels it, because it's not arrogance, it's presence. And true masculine presence terrifies. His gaze unsettles those who live by appearances. His silence threatens those who thrive on noise. His peace frustrates those who live in chaos. Want to know what separates these men from the rest? It's simple. While most chase approval, they chase purpose. While most seek comfort, they seek clarity. While most flee the void, they dive into it to understand that the void is where consciousness is forged. While the world tries to impress, they strive to evolve. And that is the difference between a common man and a man who operates above society. These men don't want to be desired. inspired. They want to be respected, not through violence, through direction, through focus, through discipline, through presence. While others are distracted by curves, they fall in love with goals. While others chase companionship, they build an inner kingdom no one enters without merit. While others fear being alone, they know that it is precisely in solitude that a man is reborn. Do you think a man like this doesn't feel, that he doesn't break, that he doesn't love, that he doesn't suffer? Of course he feels, but he doesn't bend. He transforms, he channels, he metabolizes pain and turns it into strength. He doesn't display weakness to be comforted. He exposes it to confront it. He doesn't chase validation. He chases growth. He doesn't negotiate his peace. He guards it as if it were sacred ground. And when a man reaches this level, the world around him changes. Not because he tries to change the world, but because he has changed himself. This is the turning point, the zero mark, the line between the wasted and the awakened. This is the birth of a man who operates above society. A man like this sees clearly. Most relationships are alliances of weakness. Most men seek women to fill a void only they themselves can fill. Most people live on emotional autopilot, connecting out of need, not choice. Society manipulates men, encouraging emotional dependence while mocking independence of mind and spirit. And what does he decide? He decides he will not get lost. He decides he will not dilute himself. He decides he will not bow to the theater. He chooses to be the man the system fears. A man with vision, because vision is dangerous. It pulls you out of line. It pulls you out of the script. It pulls you out of control, and then you become a threat. The elite men who operate above society have realized that everything in this world is a silent war for your attention, your energy, your time, your mind. Whoever controls these controls you, and they are not controllable. They train their bodies to never rely on external force. They train their minds to never rely on external opinion. They train their souls to never rely on external presence. And then you understand, the man who doesn't need is the man who commands. The man who doesn't beg is the man who inspires. The man who doesn't sell is the man the world tries to buy and fails. This is why these men seem socially invisible, yet energetically impossible to ignore. You won't see them in bar. You won't see them in social cliques. You won't see them lining up for approval. They don't live in the spotlight. They operate behind the scenes, where the real battles happen. While the world lives to be seen, they live to become. While the world wastes itself on appearances, they invest in inner expansion. The higher they rise, the harder society tries to pull them back down. But it's futile. No chain can hold a man who has burned his own fear. No trap can cage a man who has mastered silence. No manipulation can control a man who has already conquered himself. And then you realize what truly terrifies the system. It's not the violent man. It's not the aggressive man. It's not the explosive man. It's not the calm man. It's the quiet man. It's the disciplined man. The man at peace. Because a man at peace is the deadliest creature on earth. Because his peace is not mere calm. It is control. It is mastery. It is absolute power over himself. And when a man reaches this level, he operates above society, above the noise, above expectations, above manipulation, above need. This man doesn't follow trends. He creates them. He doesn't follow rules. He redefines them. He doesn't follow paths. He carves new ones. The elite men who operate above society are those who chose themselves in a world that teaches men to abandon themselves. They renounce emotional slavery. They renounce the fear of solitude. They renounce the need for approval. They renounce the weaknesses inherited from generations conditioned to submit. They build themselves in silence. They refine themselves in pain. They rise in solitude, and they are reborn in the void. And when they are reborn, they become a storm, a silent storm, deadly, relentless, a force that cannot be contained, a presence that cannot be ignored, an energy that cannot be manipulated. This is the man who operates above society, and you can become one of them, but only if you have the courage to face exactly what society has spent decades teaching you to avoid: silence, pain, solitude, discipline, the unvarnished truth about yourself. If you dare to cross that, you are reborn, and when you are reborn, you become what the system fears most: a man who cannot be controlled, a free man, a raw man, a conscious man, an untamable man, a man who operates above society.